really it's FIBA that has to put their egos away and find a solution for this problem. From my point of view as a referee coach, the final score was about 15-8. Basically, we had errors in almost every area in this game.
What we can all do to ensure better refereeing in 2028. Okay, so hello BasketNews fans. Welcome to Give Me Control. I'm your host, Donatas Urbanas, and I'm joined by Todd Warnick, a former top-level referee and now a referee coach. For those who don't know, we dive deep into the referee's decisions, analyzing whether the calls were right or wrong. But a big reminder, the full episode is available exclusively for BN Plus members, so be sure to subscribe us at basketnews.com/plus to catch it all, and the first month is free. In this episode, we're breaking down the medal round games, focusing on the gold medal match between USA and France. And it's a very interesting angle to me because it hasn't been fully explored in the post-game, because most of us will remember that game of Steph Curry's iconic night-night moment, KD becoming the winningest USA men's player ever, LeBron getting posterized by Yabusele before later securing the first Olympic MVP. But Todd Warnick was eager to shoot this episode because he noticed something different that didn't sit right with him. So Todd, what caught your attention in the gold medal game?
Well, the final score was officially 98-87. And I don't want to put a damper on anything. Incredible performance by Curry at the end of the game, and some generally great plays by both teams throughout the game. But from my point of view as a referee coach, the final score was about 15-8, meaning that there were 15 officiating errors that benefited the United States in this game, and 8 officiating errors that benefited France in this game. So from the referee point of view, I think we had too many errors. And for me, the final score in that situation was about 15-8. Now, we can argue about one or two plays. Maybe it's 14-7, maybe it's 13-8, maybe it's 16-7, 16-8, 16-9. But overall, we had way too many officiating errors in this game, and they were in too many areas. In other words, there were errors in almost every category in this game, especially protecting the shooter, post play, hand checking. There was a behavior situation that should not have been ignored. There was a free throw violation that should not have been ignored. So there was a basket interference play that didn't get called. So basically, we had errors in almost every area in this game. And from that point of view, I was a little bit disappointed in the level of officiating in this game.
So before we go into these specific actions and errors, 15-8 sounds like a high-scoring game from the official standpoint, right? It's something you don't want to tolerate, or something that might be unacceptable for the gold medal game, right?
I think it's unacceptable not only for the gold medal game, but for any game. And I think FIBA needs to take a good look at what their guidelines or what they call their protocols are for the criteria for fouls and for other situations. We prefer to see a situation of a final referee score of 6-4 or 5-3, but 15-8 is not acceptable.
So, which were the biggest errors that caught your attention? And the main question is simple. I mean, is 15-8 something that impacts the outcome of the game?
I don't know if I can say it impacts the outcome of the game. I think it impacts the product on the floor. In other words, what kind of product does FIBA want to see? Do they want to see a free-flowing game? Do they want to see their shooters protected on shots? Do they want to see a lot of pushing, illegal pushing on rebounds? Do they want to see hand checking? I'm not sure. It's not an answer that I can give, but I think FIBA wants to see a more free-flowing offensive game, and without the accusations, which you hear from the Americans a lot, that the international game is somehow rougher than the American game. I don't think it needs to be rougher than the American game. It needs to be called in a different manner.
And before we start with these specific errors that we're going to show on our screens, I was actually surprised that Of course, there was this big play, Curry's threes, that's okay, but there was this big play by Gershon Yabusele dunking on LeBron James, and that was a 2+1 play. So that was not the correct call, right? I mean, that's something that caught your attention as well.
So let's start with that Yabusele play. That's a tremendously exciting play where he really throws down on LeBron. But